Mm-hmm. Flip the switch up on the mic right there.
Check. Good morning, good morning, good morning, all you curved, confident women in the room. Are you not loud enough? I said good morning, all you curved, confident women in the room. I want to welcome you to the 2019 Curved with Confidence Plus Size Women Expo. Listen, we are here in the building. Why don't you give yourselves a round of applause today? S. Monique Nelson. I am honored to be here with you guys today as your motivational speaker. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a native Detroiter. I'm a mother of two. I have a daughter who just graduated from Cass Technical High School this week. She is on her way to Michigan State as a Drew Scholar. I am a very proud Cass Tech alumni. So yes, your girl is feeling quite joyful this week. I am an author, I am a speaker, I have a book on Amazon, it's called Bondage. Listen, I say this to everybody, please don't go typing the word bondage in on Amazon without putting them periods between the words. It is an acronym. I will not be held responsible for what you pull up. If you just type bondage in Amazon, don't call me, talk about queen, what type of foolery are you in? So it is an acronym, so you have to put the dots between the letters. And then the book will come up on Amazon. It is written in my maiden name, so it will say Shaquenia Witherspoon instead of Shaquenia Nelson. But it is me. I welcome you to go and pull the book up. I was honored when my cousin asked me to come and speak for you guys today. I go around and I speak to women all the time. I speak to young women. I speak to older women. I speak to victims. And so it is always an honor to stand in front of a room of what I consider to be power. Because women are powerful. We are strong and we are beautiful in everything that we do and in everything that we are. And so it doesn't matter our shade, our size, where we're from and how much money we have. We are powerful and we are beautiful just because we are. So I am honored to be here in this room with you. And I want you to tap into your power, tap into your beauty, tap into that thing that makes you absolutely wonderful. Because God made you that way and there is nothing that can change it. So push into that thing today. You can go on my website, it's smoniquenelson.com. Everything about me is there. I'm not going to bore you with a long bio and all that foolishness, but it is smoniquenelson.com. You'll find the book, you'll find the music, you'll find everything that we do on smoniquenelson.com. I have cards with me, so when I'm done, you snatch me up, I'll give you a card. You want to order the book, we can do that too. Anything that you need from me, you see me, snatch me up, and I got you. But today we're here to talk about being curved and confident. You have to excuse my Baptist roots, but everything I do, I have to yank a title on that thing. So today, if I were to choose a title, as the old pastor used to say, I would choose curved, confident, and chosen. I'm going to say that one more time. Curved, confident, and chosen. Because you have to understand that in everything that you are and in everything that you do, you were chosen for a thing. You've been fearfully and wonderfully made for a thing. And so it's one thing to get our bodies and to be snatched and to talk about how good we look on the outside, but we have to also understand that we need to be snatched on the inside. We have to also understand that we need to know who we are from within. And if we know who we are from within, baby, that thing shines on the outside. So today we're talking about being curved, confident, and chosen. Now I stand here a victim. I'm a victim. Some would say I'm a victim. I'm a victim of molestation. I'm a victim of rape. I'm a victim of domestic violence. Oh, I'm a victim, they would say. I have gone through some things. I have experienced some things in my young life. And at 41 years old, I realized maybe about 3 years ago that I didn't even know who I was. And based on my childhood and the things that I had gone through from such an early age, I didn't have any confidence. Listen, you couldn't tell me that I was pretty. I didn't believe that I had value. Oh, but I thank God that I was brought to a place where I understand now that there is value in me just because I was born. There was value in me just because my mother pushed me out of her womb and God breathed his breath into me. And so I'm valuable. And I understand my value now. I have confidence in that value. So even on bad hair day, even in my jogging pants, even in my leggings and my holy t-shirts, you know the one we wear because it's the most comfortable. Baby, I'm valuable. And I go to the grocery store confident as you please in my holy shirt. Okay, maybe not the holy shirt. I might change my shirt before I go. However, I still walk in the confidence of who I am. So let's talk about being curved, confident, and chosen. So I looked up the word curved, and it says having the form of a curve, right? It's real simple. Or bent, right? That's just what a curve is, right? And so our bodies are curved. Our breasts and our waist and our hips, they're curved. And those curves look real good in our clothes, right? Can we just get a round of applause for the curves in the room right now? Let me hear. Y'all don't sound like, let me get a round of applause for the curves in the room today. Yeah, we look good in our clothes, but I declare to you today that you are so much more than your womanly curves. You also have the ability to curve negativity, to curve negative thoughts. You have the ability to decide who and what you allow in your space. And when you decide that there is something too toxic for your space, oh, you curve that thing. Yes. When you decide that you're done with the negativity, when you decide that you're done with them body shaming you, when you decide that you're done walking in fear, when you decide that you're done with those toxic things that seem to come at us on a daily basis, then you just curve that thing. You take that same hip that look real good in those jeans and just curve that thing right on around and tell them I'm not doing that. I'm done with that thing because I have the ability inside of myself to curve anything that comes at me that I don't want to come in my atmosphere. So remember that thing. You control your atmosphere. You control who you are. You control what you allow. And you do not have to be demeaned. You do not have to be shamed. You do not have to be fearful. You do not have to depend on somebody else to tell you who you are because you just are. So I want you to begin to curve those things that come into your atmosphere that don't seem to suit you. You have the ability to curve destructive and harmful thoughts from your mind. You know, I'm not pretty enough. I'm not good enough. I'm too fat. I don't got a big enough booty. Or who would want me? Or they don't love me. So those are negative thoughts. Those are thoughts designed to keep you in a box. Those are thoughts designed to make you believe that you are not exactly who God already said that you are. So when those thoughts begin to come in your mind, I want you to curve those things. I want you to take that other hip, and I want you to swing it on over that way. And I want you to curve around those negative thoughts that are coming into your mind. Because, baby, you are exactly who God made you. And I'm going to say it over and over today. You are fearfully and you are wonderfully made. And so you do not have to sit in any space that tells you anything opposite of who God says that you are. So listen now, I want you to use these curves a little bit different than you've been using them before. Okay? While it's easy to see how good you look in that dress, and it's easy to see what them curves do in those jeans, it's not always easy to use your curvaceous powers to circumvent the pitfalls in life designed to bring you down. So I challenge you today. Get familiar with all your curves. Be well versed in all the ways you move. Don't just drape your body, but drape your mind. See yourself as God sees you. Again, fearfully and wonderfully made, more than a conqueror, precious in his sight. See, that's what your curves do. That's what those curves mean, all right? So then we're going to go from there. We're going to start talking about confidence. So confidence says feeling or showing confidence in oneself, to be self-assured. Now, I know as women, confidence is a thing that we struggle with. Self-esteem is a thing that we struggle with. It's real hard for us to walk in confidence in a society that is already built against us, right? They look at us and we have to worry about the shade of our skin. We have to worry about the length of our hair. We have to worry about the sizes and the shapes of our body. We have to worry about how big or small our feet are. We don't get a break no matter what's going on. If you got your makeup on, you didn't get it done right. If you put it on, you didn't get the lashes on. If you got the lashes on, you glued them on, and you didn't get them extension D. And I don't know what none of that means, but the point is, people look at you and they pick you apart from top to bottom when you're a woman. right? And so confidence is something that is hard for us to walk in and to move in and to be in. So let's not confuse confidence with conceit. See, while conceit jumps up demanding to be seen, heard, and recognized, confidence sits quietly because she don't care if they see her because she already knows she's being seen. Mm-hmm. Conceit is vain, it's narcissistic, it's egotistical. Confidence is humble, it's meek, and it's modest. Confidence doesn't need to be the loudest in the room because the very atmosphere changes when she walks in. Confidence allows her flaws to shine because she understands that even her flaws have a purpose, and her focus on that purpose is what makes her fabulous and gives her the ability to function in a society that would otherwise pass her by. Now, when I say flaws, I'm not just talking about your appearance. You can be beautiful on the outside and flawed on the inside. You can be fierce when you hit the scene and flawed. So let's be clear, we all have flaws. We all have areas we're trying to perfect, things we want to fix. Because society has a tendency to make us try and make our flaws more exterior. And then when we feel flawed on the outside, we automatically become flawed on the inside. It's a cyclical battle. But see, confidence says that whether I'm built like olive oil or Lizzo, everything about me is designed with a purpose. Confidence says that whether I'm as pale as a pistachio or as dark as the deepest night, when I move, it all moves just like that. Yes. Confidence says that even in my weakened places, I walk with my head held high, my eyes on the prize, and my feet directed to greatness. Confidence says that my grace doesn't come from my face. It is a gift given from above, and yeah, my body might be banging, but you will see me for more than that. You will see this brilliance. You will see these brains. You will see the entirety of who I am before I even open my mouth. Why? Because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Understand? So that's what confidence says about you. And you have to tap into your confidence regardless of your environment and regardless of what anybody else is saying about you. You got to know who you are. You got to hold your head up. You got to know that you are beautiful inside and out. And your flaws don't change who you are. Your story doesn't define you. It refines you. Your story is that thing that you tap into to give you the strength to move you into your destiny and your greatness. And your flaws fuel the fire. See, your flaws are the things that you can talk about. Yeah. Your flaws are the things that create your story. Your flaws are the things that people see and can relate to. So, baby, don't shirk at your flaws. Oh, because you're beautifully flawed. All right? And so when you realize how beautiful your flaws are, when you realize that your confidence stands whenever you move and you let it move with you, you have to understand that you've been chosen. And chosen, it says, having been selected as the best or most appropriate. For many are called, but few are chosen. But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for God's own possession. Listen, you were chosen to be a mother. You were chosen to be a wife. You were chosen to start that business. You were chosen to write that book. You were chosen to give back to your community. You were chosen to dance that dance. You were chosen to sell those clothes. You were chosen to sell that jewelry. You were chosen to sit in this room on this day at this very moment so I could tell you how chosen you really are. See, you were chosen, designed with a purpose. You were chosen. You were chosen to be a queen. You were chosen to be curved and confident, fine and fabulous, beautiful and brilliant. You were chosen. So walk with a confident stride and let your curves speak for themselves. Let your beauty resonate on the inside and out just as loud. Bend when you see the negativity coming. Move so it can't touch you. And remember, even your flaws were chosen. Your flaws are beautiful. Your weak spaces are beautiful. The places that make your knees wobble, oh, they're there for a reason. Because even in your weakness, listen, when you are weak, that is when you are made the strongest. So stand in those flaws. stand in those weaknesses. Listen, stand in them jeans too and let them curves pop on out. I'm okay with that thing. But know who you are on the outside. Don't let these define you without understanding that what's inside is who you really are. Because, see, I can see you on the outside, baby, and your makeup could be popping, your lip gloss glossing, your curves hitting them jeans, killing it in that dress, killing the entire room. But if you don't know who you are on the inside, then you've just walked away from who you've been chosen to be. So today I want you to stand in your curves. And I want you to stand in your confidence. And I want you to stand in the understanding that you have been chosen. And before I go, I leave with you a piece that I wrote, and it's called Beautifully Flawed. It says, I woke up this morning and I realized I am beautiful. I am called. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And yes, I am flawed. I opened this mouth to tell God thank you with uplifted hands and my head bowed in contrition. But sometimes with this same mouth, I become a cussing Christian. Gasp. Throat grab, tisk, tisk. Did the woman of God just admit imperfection? Listen, the bills stack and my anxiety rises. The car breaks down and my faith, I can't find it. I take 2 steps forward and I get knocked back 3. My eyes swollen with tears. Late at night, I ask God, when is it me? When is this miraculous breakthrough? When is the triumphant rain gonna fall? When do I get to the other side of the mountain? When will money no longer be my downfall? It seems like as soon as purpose came, the bottom just opened up. The trials became tribulations, and the prophesied open doors began to shut. To make matters worse, I spend so much time beating myself up because I know God is real, and I'm supposed to be more tough, more holy, less worried. I should be choking on mustard seeds. I mean, didn't he tell me that he would supply all of my needs? Yet still, I falter. I get angry and filled with pride. I get frustrated. I get lonely. I question if I'm on the winning side. My honesty is hard for some to handle because we'd rather pretend that life is always great. We praise on Sunday, study on Wednesday, but on Friday, our resolve begins to shake. Here's what I figured out. Weeping sometimes endures for more than a night, but sweet joy, I promise you, it really does come. And when you're down in the trenches, all odds stacked against you, I promise you the battle really is already won. See, my faith, it was never missing. It was just purified in the refiner's fire. My trials and tribulations gave me a testimony. Now I can stand here better, stronger, and wiser. Because I know that I never should have made it. I never could have made it without you. And I'm glad that I didn't have to. So there's a praise on my lips for everything I've overcome. A hallelujah in my heart for every victory I've won. There's a 10-second praise dance and a shout to the one who's never left my side and carried me through the storms. There's a song in my spirit that I'll sing till my day is done. A voice in the heavens waiting to tell me well done. There's an anointing on my life that I'll share with those who come. A peace I can't describe. A joy that makes me run. There's a beauty in my flaws that I once didn't understand, a complicated wholeness that makes me who I am. So the Creator knew when he formed us exactly who we'd be. And I thank God that we're so flawed beautifully. I bless you. I am S. Monique Nelson, and it was an honor to be here with you on today.